Hello, and welcome to another update on HBAR. This chart, also like many other cryptos, suffered quite dramatically on the 10th of October, and the damage is done. The damage is done. I have to say though, with that decline that happened on the 10th of October, the entire structure starts to look a little better actually, because the proportions were really off before. I'm not saying that this decline was bullish, but it still didn't harm the structure as much as it did, this decline did to some other charts. We can define this move to the upside, or we can view this move to the upside still as a possible diagonal structure that's unfolding. So we have an A, B, C structure in wave 1. Then we have a corrective pullback in wave 2. And this could be another A, B, C structure in wave 3, then maybe a wave 4 and a wave 5. So this can turn into a 5-wave move up in wave 5 of C, or essentially in wave C, but a 5-wave move up. And we're now in maybe the early stages of wave C of 3. Now, if the price can break above this green line here at around 22 cents, it would open the door to a rally to potentially 93 cents or higher. This obviously, there's a long way to go, but the very first signal here for recovery, would be a break above, let's say, roughly 22 cents. We're holding the support area, which is for a B wave, defined between 6.8 cents and 9.8 cents. This is standard support for a B wave. If we can hold this support area, the white scenario remains valid, plausible, and has a chance. If we can't break above it, the risk for further downside in the yellow scenario, in a broader correction, potentially targeting 2.3 cents to 1.5 cents, it remains very, very high. The risk for that remains very high. And such a larger correction will be confirmed further if we break below the 10th of October low, and then also break below the 6.8 cent level, which is the 78.6 retracement of the larger support area. That should give you all the key levels here on the larger time frame. The chart is super volatile. It is a potentially dangerous chart. It's not necessarily a high quality chart, but still, as you can see, we're still printing overall higher highs and higher lows. Now, the structure is not impulsive at all, so expect the move to the upside to be difficult, to be a bumpy ride, That is often what we have to expect when the market is moving in these choppy structures. It's not impulsive, the trend is not strong, but we can still watch for higher prices as long as certain support levels are holding, which I highlighted. I would say we'll now take a look at the shorter time frame for HBAR. This is the smaller time frame chart. And what you can see, if I zoom out a little bit, what you can see here is that we're only moving sideways, essentially. Really only moving sideways. We're holding above the previous swing low there from the 17th of October. This level can act as short-term support level. It's the area here around 15.6 cents. Not really a strong support level, but as long as we're holding it, the market might even try to break out directly, even though I don't really see anything pointing towards that. I would need to see an upside, let's say I need to see more upside momentum for that. And you see here also this 22 cent level. It's a little lower than that, more around 21.8 cents. But that is the swing high that formed just before the selling pressure started to kick in on the 10th. And this is a level that needs to be broken in order to, again, highlight that a larger recovery is unfolding. Because let's be honest, everything that happens below this level might eventually just be a high B wave, okay? Break down again. So there are two pathways in the very short term I'm watching. In the first one, we have an A wave down in 3 waves. This here might be already the B wave. And then wave 1 down, wave 2 up, wave 3 down, wave 4 up, wave 5 down. This would be an ABC structure to the downside, in which the C wave can take us into that support area, which I already showed you here, 8.8 cents to 13 cents. This would be Fibonacci support for a 1-2 setup. Now, it is important to recognize that if we go higher from here, then I can't really view this as a completed B wave. And again, it's not even high confidence. For a breakdown confirmation, we would need a break below that support area I just made, or rather support line that I just mentioned, around 15.6 cents, So if the market grinds higher, we might call it the yellow B wave. So A wave, B wave, C wave in the yellow scenario. And then we can still go down. So, which is why I said to you, it is really important that we're breaking above this green line, because everything below can literally just be a B wave, especially if it's a 3-wave move up. Technically speaking, a B wave can overshoot by a certain degree. From an Elliott Wave point of view, guidelines say normally such a B wave should not, let's say, overshoot or retrace more than the 138% extension, retracement it is. Hold on. Yeah. Not more than the 138% retracement of the A wave. And that level is at 21.3 cents. And this is pretty much where this green line is located. Now, it's not an invalidation point, but typically a B wave wouldn't overshoot that. I've seen higher B waves in crypto, but they're extremely rare. So again, we need to align ourselves with probabilities and what the market is doing right now. I have to say, I view therefore this area up there around 21.3 to 21.8 cents as really, really important resistance. Now, the very first resistance area, the very first pivot is this one. We can't even break currently above the first or nearest resistance area, which is between 17.5 cents and 18.6 cents. So we're testing this right now. Any further upside from here, and I would view this as a more, hold on, didn't want to delete that. And I would view this as a more extended B wave there in the yellow scenario. So yeah, that's the update on HBAR. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, then yeah, make sure to also check out our membership tomorrow or on Sunday at 5 p.m. UTC. We are running our weekly MCO member session. So you can request coins, charts, just connect with us, ask questions. It's always a great time. Every Sunday we do that and prepare everybody for the new week. And also feel free to follow us on X for additional charts, updates, news, and much more. Quite frequently you'll find some video updates there as well, and chart updates that we don't even cover on YouTube. So I'll leave a link for you guys in the comment section. Yeah, thanks so much. Bye-bye.